Coming to the issue, the subject of discussion today, networking. It's an interesting area. I want to go a little academic to say what is a network. A network is like a group or a system of interconnected people. Let me put it that way, a group of interconnected people. When I say interconnected, you have linkages, you link up with virtually everybody. Your network is just like has been described earlier. Your family, your friends, your schoolmates, everybody that you have had a course, to interact with or to meet is a member of a network. So networking, you say, is the art of, like making contacts or exchanging information, reaching out to people, to achieve and to develop mutually beneficial relationships. And that is what I want to add in addition to, all the descriptions of network that has been made so far. It has to be for mutually beneficial reasons. You assume or you take somebody as a member of your network, depending on what you perceive or what you expect, to get or to benefit from that relationship. And it is also one that you have to share. What I mean by sharing is, if you're in a network or if you're in a group or if you're in a relationship with certain people, it has to be a give and take. So, for me, these are the basic things that you refer to as what your networks are. There are several networking groups that we all belong to. Like I mentioned earlier, apart from family, your schoolmates, your estate association, for instance. And if you live in an estate, the people that you interact with, on a daily basis, your colleagues, those that you have left school with many years back, your family groups, like a lot of us who, even though, yes, we live in either Lagos or Abuja, Kaduna, you still identify with your roots. Those family organizations, depending on whatever you call them, these are all part of your network. So I think these are what I'll say are my networks as a person. In terms of what I have benefited, I would say life generally is like one, you benefit from your relationships with your networks every day. Employment, it could be something as simple as, just even going to the airport and checking into a plane. If you have a fantastic network, you don't know how that can be of real benefit to you. And I'm going to give a few examples just to elucidate, how I have benefited, from my network. I was on training so many years back, I think 2008, Budu, and I met a couple of gentlemen. It was a senior mid-level. Then I was like senior level, not executive role in the bank I was working. And we met about 20, 30 of us. And there were one or two that I belonged to in the same group. Draw forward some 10, 15 years down, 2015, and I called one of them who I had maintained relationships with over time. I just want to come and say hello to you. January 2015. Oh, Idris, how are you? I say, I'm fine. That's the MD of Polaris Bank, which is then Sky Bank. Oh, what are you doing now? Oh, where are you? And we just, long and short, 3 months down the road, I was an executive director in Polaris Bank. That was benefiting from a network, a relationship that I had established, so many years back. That is one very good example. I'll give you another example. After leaving banking, for instance, I went into aviation. Before that, because of my roles where I had worked, I had done a lot of travels. So I was virtually around the airport environment nearly every week. So a lot of people know me. So when I got the job in NACO as MD CEO, a lot of them, oh, you're the new MD of NACO. That helped. Even after I left NACO, if you know the value of that network, to me, for instance, come to fly, the check-in luggage entitlement is 20 kg, and I have a 30 kg entitlement. Oh, Mr. Idris, who is you? And they allow you to go 10 kg. If you calculate the value of 10 kg times 2 times 3 times 4, because most times they charge 500-600 naira, that is some savings that you have achieved. A few times you want to fly, and you reach out to members of your network in the aviation community. If Zainab, you, for instance, are getting a ticket at maybe $1 million, I could probably get a ticket at maybe 800,000 or whatever, based on my network. And I've done that a few times. So these are some benefits that one has achieved and derived from such, your network. And I want to give one example that has been very public recently. His Royal Highness Sanusi Lamido, Sanusi is a member of the King's College Old Boys Association. I think there's a story that went around about how it was his relationship with the members of his alumni, the King's College Old Boys, that assisted to fetch him the job of the governor of Central Bank through His Excellency, Governor Saraki, So a lot of examples abound on how you have benefited or how people have benefited from network. So basically, your network is all those interconnections that you have around you, people that you have related with or that you relate with on a daily basis. Church, it could be the mosque. For us in Micah, for instance, it could be your school, it could be your old school, it could even be your children's, parent-teachers association meeting that you go frequently and all of that. So these are all examples of network. And obviously, if you relate well, if you network properly, you're going to derive benefits. Thank you very much.